morning. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to another episode of Mission to Mastery. In fact, it's episode 28. Mission to Mastery, the UPW way, Dennis Tan edition. Once again, I'd like to welcome you. If you're watching this for the first time, a big, warm welcome. And if you're, in this episode for the 27th time, today's the 28th time, or you've been following me, I'm grateful for you and welcome back. Okay, so if you find this information, this content is valuable, and somebody need to hear this, please do not hesitate to share this video with your community, with your friends, your network, by clicking the share button so that more people get to hear and experience what I get to learn from Tony Robbins, and hopefully this can transpire into some information to you, and you can apply it right away today until the day when Tony Robbins Unleash the Power Within program virtual, take place, which is in next week. My God, is it next week? Today is what? Today is 12. Next week, my God, next week. Time passed so fast. Next week is happening, my friend. Go to missiontomastery.com. Click on the link. If you're rushing for time, click on the link to understand more what you're going to learn over the next 4 days, what you'll be expecting, what you'll get, so on and so forth. All the content information is right there. And Tony Robbins is going to come back to you, in UK, London timing, London schedule, 22nd to 25th of October. For those that is in Asia, it's on the 22nd to 26th of October. So missiontomastery.com right now. Click on it, get some information, before you go. And if not, just stay with me for the next 30 minutes or so. I'm going to share with you some information, some content, which I have, extract from Tony Robbins teaching, and hopefully this can inspire you and help you to move forward. So welcome. Today is Monday, which is what? A great day, a great start of the week. To me, Monday is fresh, right? It's no longer blue. It's COVID. Just kidding. It's no longer blue. It's happiness, it's joy, because it's a great start. Again, it's the meaning, the perception that you give it. So if you have been following me last week, I talked about being a practical psychologist, learning the content from Tony Robbins. And it's to ask what's stopping you from moving forward. And the answer is fear. Yeah, by taking action to overcome that. Second, we talk about basically what is holding you back. What is the human needs that you need to serve? What are the 6 human needs that you need to do, so that you understand why you do what you do? And the third is, of course, what controls and determines the quality of your life. Is it your emotion? Yeah, 100%, because that is the one that give your feeling, and your feeling is equal to your life. So how you're going to experience that is based on your willingness to step forward and take massive action. And we talk about that 3 question to become a practical psychologist, basically to understand human nature, human needs, therefore becoming a better leader, a better father, a better husband, a better wife, a better colleague, a better staff, a better whatever to you. So that's a 3 fun questions that you must ask to refine yourself to become a better human. So as you can read from the copywriting, we talk about the power of momentum. Now that you know what are the 3 questions that you need to ask, now that you know what are the things that you need to address so that it serves your fundamental needs, which is certainty, uncertainty, significant, love and connection, growth and contribution. These are the 6 human needs. And knowing the needs that you're after, so that you feel fulfilled and happy, how do you find that momentum? And what we call the power of momentum, right? When you find a momentum, when you're doing something, you need to generate that power. You need to generate that momentum. Once that momentum is generated, you're in flow, things start to kick in. And this is what we call speed. This is what we call fast track, because you're already in that motion of moving towards the attainment of your goals and your dreams. And again, like we said, there's 2 skills that you must master: the science of achievement and the art of fulfillment. So there's a science behind the momentum. There's a science. There's a step-by-step process, and this is what Tony Robbins is going to cover on day 2. right? Day 2 of UPW virtual. Day 1 we talk about conquering your fear, overcoming your limiting belief. Day 2 is to find the momentum to create the design life that you always desire. So there's a step-by-step process. And the first step is what we call put yourself in a peak state. That's the first step you need to do. So if you are watching me right now for my regular presentation, I choose to stand up and do a presentation because by standing, my power increased by 50%. Believe it or not, when you're standing, your power will increase by 50%, your energy will increase by 50%. You feel much better, you feel much more alive, much more energetic because you're standing, you're encompassing and utilizing your whole body. Versus sitting down, it can be as great as well, but depending on the audience, depending on the time, depending on the space, depending on energy. So I'm creating that momentum because I just had a presentation earlier on. I want to create that momentum to stand up and let the energy flow because everything is about energy, everything is about physiology. So step one is to put yourself in a peak state, to put yourself in the peak energy so that any decision that you make, anything that comes against your way, any obstacle that's right in front of you, you cut it off, you penetrate, and you get it done. So you're gonna move your body, but getting yourself in that peak state. So how do you get into peak state? If you recall what I had shared, right? So to be in that state of empowerment, that strength, that positivity, first and foremost, you must change your right black, your physiology. So motion comes from emotion. In other words, emotion creates motion. How you feel, all right? How you feel equal your life. How you feel determines by the way you move. So for example, have you ever come to a point where you felt stuck, you felt frustrated, and you just need to go out for a walk? Or you on the music just to stimulate the brain to listen into some good music, feel good music, or some pop music so that you feel empowered, you feel charged. If you have that experience, you're on the right track because you're doing something physically to change that emotion that's in your body because you want to break that pattern of negativity, of disempowering, of stuck. So you gotta move. You gotta feel good. You gotta move. So Tony Robbins will constantly get you to move because by moving, you're changing your state. When you're changing your state, you feel more energy. Although you're panting, you're breathing, but you get your heart rate up. When you get your heart rate up, you're alive, you're breathing. Man, I can tell you, you're generating momentum. So getting yourself in the peak state by first changing your physiology. So you can stand up like what I'm doing right now, stand tall, chest up, and breathe deep and smile. And research, like I said last week, research shows that by standing this position, right, you get to generate another 25% of testosterone into your body. In other words, you're feeling more confident, you can achieve much more of what's going on inside or in front of you by standing this way. This is called power pose. Just by standing this way, this is a research, done by Harvard University. So do that. All right, physiology, got to change. Second thing, got to change is your focus. Is your focus. What you focus on, expand. How you feel, depending on what you focus on. You're focusing on the past, which means you live in the past. And when you live in the past, chances are it's not going to empower you because it's going to draw you back. The mistake, the guilt, the shame, the anger that you make. And when you live there, you become that person in this reality right now, and that will stop you and cripple you from taking actions towards your attainment of your goal. So what you focus on, expand. Wherever focus go, energy flows. Wherever focus flow, energy flows and results show. Wherever focus goes, energy shows, energy flow and results show. So what you focus on, right, your energy will be tied into that. And if that is something that is positive, you expand into greatness, positivity, and joy and energy. But if you're focusing on something that's disempowering, that's sad, that's angry, that's depressing, right, chances are you'll drop deeper into that. So by If you don't want to do that, you got to focus on the right thing. If not, you change your body and use your body, your physiology, and get out of that state that you're in, so that you take control. You take control of what's coming into your head. My friend, Tony Robbins introduced this term called priming. Priming every day is an activity that is a ritual for me to do. What do I mean by priming? Now, priming is an exercise where you take 10 minutes or 15 minutes of your time in the morning, you catch your breath, you focus on things that you're grateful for, and you focus on the outcome that you want to achieve. By getting in the state of 15 minutes of priming, you just breathe and connect with the higher power. You focus on the things that you're grateful for, that you appreciate, you focus on the outcome. When you prime yourself in that state, in that condition, and getting yourself ready to face the society, to face the world, you become stronger because you're in control. And that's the very first exercise that I do in the morning. And I recommend you to do in the morning. Why? Because if you're not going to prime yourself to get ready, the society will prime you. If you're living with kids like myself, the kids will prime you. The kids will ask for your attention, will ask for the toy, will ask for the chocolate, will ask for this. If you're not going to be in control of that, you get primed by them, you're in trouble. The rest of it is going to be so shitty for you because it start off on the wrong foot. And in office, if you're not in control, are not you know controlling your environment. You're not in looking at the things that you want systematically, right? When any challenge, any demand come to you, you start to get primed, right, by the environment, by the demand, by the stress. So priming is a very important exercise because it bring your focus and body into one and align with the universe, align with the higher power to set yourself ready. So priming is an exercise that Tony introduced and it's so powerful. Google that, YouTube, Tony Robbins priming, and just do that every single day. It change your life. That itself is life changing. Powerful. So priming, do that. So to get yourself in a peak state, change your physiology, change your focus, and last but not the least, to me, is one of the most important thing is to change your language. What you say is important because what you say you become. If you don't achieve a goal, if you ask yourself, how come I'm so stupid? How come I'm so silly? How come I'm so slow? How come I'm not able to achieve that? Because you're stupid, because you're a pig, because you ask a lousy quality of question. So you say, okay, how can I achieve more value? How can I achieve more of this? How can I give more? How can I serve more? How can I help more? How can I be fitter? How can I be stronger? You ask good quality questions, the head will start to attract and draw and search for a better answer. The quality of life depends on the quality of your question. And quality of question determines and boils down to your languaging pattern. How you say to yourself, not just externally, not just your voice or tonality, but also what you say in your head, in your heart. If you say that you're strong, you're strength, you're powerful, you're certain, you're humble, you're a leader, you become that person. But if you're wired to say that I'm lousy, I'm depressed, I'm up to no good, I'm too young, I'm too old, I'm too stupid, then you become that person. And again, you're going to set off yourself for failure. So languaging is very, very, very important. You got to focus on saying the right thing to yourself so that subconsciously and consciously everything will be programmed towards the same goal, the same dream that you always wanted to have. So the three areas to control your state: first, your physiology; second, what you focus on; and last but not least, your language. With these three pattern created, we call it a triad. It will give you a very, very powerful and empowering state. So that's step one. Step one towards the science of momentum. Now, step two is to find your passion, my friend. What are you passionate about? What do you love to do? Music, dancing, drawing, gardening, cooking, some form of hobby or some form of curriculum that allow you to reconnect with yourself and something that you're passionate about. If you're doing something that you're not passionate about, it sounds like a work to you. It sounds like a chore to you. But if you're passionate about doing what you're doing, even though it could be stressful, it could be demanding, by the end of the day, right, you create that fulfillment. So stress and demand is not going to stop you from achieving that fulfillment because it's just part of the process. And stress and demand could be a good thing because it gets you to grow, it gets you to be out of your comfort zone and it push you to the next level. So if you know how to dance with that, the stress, the demand, the outcome is fulfilling. And that's part of the package. So what are you passionate about? What fuel you? What do you love? What do you really want? And what really drive you in this direction towards what you're doing? If every day, right now, if you're watching this, if you're in the subway, you're driving, maybe you can see this, you're in the subway or in a cab, taxi or walking, I'm not sure. If you're watching this right now, what think about it. You're on the way to your office, right? Now going to your office, is it heavy or is it light? Are you dancing or are you dragging? You know what I mean? It really represents your physiology and what's going on inside. Do you just have a great weekend because you're out of work and now you're back to work and your physiology change? And are you somebody who today is Monday, you can't wait for Friday to come? If you're in that, my friend, there's no fire, there's no passion, there's no fun. And that itself is actually not helping you to grow. If you're not growing, you're dying. You're dying even though you're alive, but you're dying inside. There's no fulfillment. And that that will form a belief, that will form a condition that's not going to help you internally. And because of that, it's going to affect your goal, affect your dream, affect your performance, affect the things that you want to do. And then you will start to form a bit and that this is just me. Well, everybody's the same. I think I'm just contented. If you're in that state, if you're in the denial and you're okay, then so be it. But if you are not, and yet you want a different result, got to do something. Tony Robbins says this: most people know what to do. Yeah, you know how to lose weight. You know how to build a bigger chest. You know how to create the financial success you want, and everything is available right now in books, in YouTube's. You can watch it, you can learn it. They know what to do, but they don't do what they know. So to do what you know, you require you. Step 3 is to schedule it. Let me show you an example. So this is my calendar, right? So I have different coloring. You know, I love to draw. I love to write. And why is this so? Because I love to schedule it. Because it gives me a very fixed routine. And when I schedule it, it's real. It becomes something that I make myself do. Because this is powerful. So you got to schedule it, you got to decide, schedule it, and resolve it so that you command that authority, you command the strength to deliver what you promise. So you got to decide, commit, and schedule your ritual, schedule your routine so that it works. Hold on, huh? Wow, sorry for the interruption. Uh, just received a message from my wife. Wow, okay. Wow, that's very dangerous. Anyway, yes, so that's step 4. That's step 3, okay? Decide, create a routine, create a schedule, and put it onto your timetable and focus and do it. Because when you schedule it, it's real. When you do it, I tell you, that is commitment. So schedule it. And step 4 is taking massive intelligent action. What do I mean by that? Now, when you schedule something, right, you got to do it. But when you do it in a way that is not intelligent, that is not proper, then the things that you're doing could be wrong. Because you could be doing something, but you're doing something that's not not towards the direction, the outcome that you want. You're doing something, but you're doing the wrong thing. Right? For example, many years ago, I done a presentation, right, in a live event. So I get somebody to sign up for this program, go to the back right now, and join the program. So I was talking about some stuff. I have not finished my presentation yet. I just said take some form of action. and you'll see a different result. And this guy just stormed out of the room, started a business, and take action. But 6 months later, he came back and he told me that, Dennis, it's great that you told people to take action, but you know what? I actually lost $10,000 because I did not take the right action. So how do you know when and what to take the right action? How? You're gonna follow somebody who have done that before, and we call that modeling. You model after somebody who achieved the goal that you want, achieved the dream that you want. When you model after that, chances of you getting there is high because they have already shortcut the success. They have already shortcut their learning into you. And all you need to do is to model and learn from them. And a fraction of a price. If you're looking for a mentor, ask what can you do for a mentor. If you're looking for a coach, look at what the coach is doing and let the coach teach you and guide you. And to me, I think Tony Robbins is one of the best coach and trainer in the world. So model somebody, take the correct action, and take massive action. And this is what we call the ultimate success formula, which is what Tony is going to introduce on day 2. And there's a formula towards any attainment of what you want. Just need to follow that formula. Okay, that's step number 4. And step 5, which is the most basic, but it's the most difficult, and that is goal setting. And when do people set goal? Yes, last week of December or the last day of December. And when do they review their goal again? Never, some of them. Because sometimes they set a goal just to feel good and get a fresh start of the year. If you look at the gym, the first week of the year, right, the gym is constantly packed with people. And research has shown that 15 days later, right, the gym become empty. Why? Because the initial push was great, but they do not have a sustainable, proper execution of their goal. So that's very important. Because you got to set the right goal, the goal that drive you, the goal that encourage you, that empower you, that motivate you. And you don't do that alone. You do it with a community. You do it with a group of friends that can come to this together, because this is going to be a journey of company, of friends that can do this together, and it's more powerful. So that is a community. That is the goal that you must set. Something that juices you, something that fire you up. So when you set a goal, my friend, don't review 1 year later. Review. For a start, for me, review. For me right now, I review every day. Every day, I'm looking at it. I'm towards achieving towards what I want, achieving it towards what I want, because I review so that I get faster. I need to check in my time with myself every day, because you know what, when you're self-employed, it takes a lot of discipline. If I don't check in my ritual every single day, I will fall back into my pattern. I'll fall back into my bad habits. I'll fall back into my by autopilot of laziness. And it's going to stop there. And to generate the momentum again, it's going to be very challenging. Right? So I can review or goal. For me, I review every day. I do it at least once a week. Yeah, if not, once a day. That's very important. Don't do it once a month. I think it's too far. Do it on a daily basis, but once a day, to keep you on track. Just to check, right? Just to check. And these are the 5 steps. First thing is get yourself in a peak state. Second, to find your passion, know what you like, know what's driving you and what you're passionate about and what do you truly want. Third is to schedule it, decide, commit, and resolve. Schedule it to make it real. And the fifth step, the fourth step is to do it intelligently, to take the right action by how? Modeling and learning from mentors and teachers and coaches. And fifth step is to set the goal, a goal that is, big enough, scary enough, that will drive you forward, right? So set goals. So these are the 5 driving force to create the science and the power momentum towards the attainment of what you want, my friend. So that's for today. I hope this will inspire you. This will push you and give you some answer. Review this video again, review this content again if you need to. And at the same time, please do not hesitate to click and share this content so that more people get to see. Go to missiontomastery.com. Please go to missiontomastery.com so that more people can see this Tony Robbins program, that is life-changing for people. Missiontomastery.com. The ticket is on sales right now. Take a look at the price, take a look at the date, and please sign up for the program. Life-changing. It's going to push you, it's going to help you, and your family is going to benefit from this tremendously. So tomorrow I'm going to share a little bit deeper about my story, how Tony has transformed me, and how he has helped me, and the reason why I do what I do today. So stay tuned tomorrow for episode 29, I look forward to serve you. Take care. God bless. Bye.